Uh, I am actually. It's a lot easier to score, and I like all the detachments as well. How about you? You actually playing 40K now? Some water. Yes, so Dreams you cult. That's Helen of 10th. I'm getting my first 500 points painted now for 11th. Oh, are you streaming that? Definitely want to see your 40K stuff too being painted. I think you stream only the weekends now, so at least maybe I get the chance to get a cat shoe paint. Do you still have your custodes? Since Chris Headers, I'm doing Cyberpunk Miami Vice Steam. Ooh, I mean, be very fitting considering the vehicles they use. I've never played Custodes, not my style. I was playing Guard 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, from my understanding, those were roughly one of the worst times of 40k. At least maybe 8th, I think, or 7th, I don't remember. So I do Bird Brother Ox now with GC Cults. It's not fun if you play casual settings. Never really got a chance. I know they say one of the editions was one of the worst. I don't remember what it was. I forget why though. I think I watched this YouTube video and a guy kind of explained like a whole bunch of broken stuff, essentially. Doing talent Space Marine level? Yeah. It's actually I did Space Marines since I first started, a mix between Blood Angels and Ultramarines. And then when Tau first came out around 5th edition, I was starting them up, but never really completed or played them. Whenever I find out there's a place that actually plays during my days off, oops, I forgot I have to do the mouth. I was like, well, cool. Now I'll get back into it, especially Invisible Death Star. It was there was I saw Gilliman's model, and I'm like, holy crap, that model looks really cool. I want to paint it. I was like, well, let me see if there's anyone that plays 40k during my days off, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Find out that there was. I ended up getting back into Tau because all my Space Marines were out of print in a sense. They're all the old ones. Primaris was already out, and then decided to go ahead and just finish up Tau. So Tau is what I got a ninth. Space Marines towards the end of ninth, by the way, and was collecting Space Marines as well. So yeah, so Space Marines and Tau, and since essentially ninth edition, end of ninth edition. Who you playing back in the day? 7th edition. Big guard with the valves. Instead of tanks, this one. Hmm. I remember wanting the Basilisk when I ever played against Guard. And also, I remember the first time I saw a Baneblade was massive. Almost blew it up in one shot with a scout sniper shot though. Because they had structural points, and as long as you kept rolling sixes, you kept blowing up more and more structure points. But I got lucky, I couldn't roll as many sixes. Also those legends now, sadly. You can use them for whatever other things there are. That's the thing that I'm afraid of too, when the legends, the Rhino chassis. So I'm not gonna buy any, just because if they do that, then there's no sense in buying it. If you can use those for other things that are currently in the game or not. And from my understandings, like aircraft aren't great, at least not right now. Just kind of wondering about your, what do they call it? Dang it, I remembered what it was called. Conflict 47. Oops. You were supposed to have a tournament. I can't remember when that was. I don't know if it went off or not. I'm kind of curious about that. I don't know if you have pictures of that event. If you did do that or not. I remember seeing some pictures. I don't remember if that's it or not, though. what's up, Cass? Yeah, it took off. I'm sure it was pretty popular, but now it's second edition. Now I'm focused more on trying to revitalize narrative, and for this, we'll try to plan it. Do you have any pictures of that event? Like pictures of the battles and stuff? That would be super cool. Did the cruise ship go anywhere? Did it like? Did it like go to? I'm kind of curious. It would be pretty cool to go to an island like for like a lunch break or something. Kind of. Hey, what's up, Samuel? How's it going? I got some pictures, put together a video. A lot of spare time these days. From Florida to. Oh, I wonder if anyone got seasick playing. Tonic, what's up? How's it going? So Samuel, what loyalist do you play? This Samuel will. Well, World Eaters is very much definitely loyalists. They're just a little confused, especially Karn. Very confused. Oh, Dark Valor since third. Ooh, man, speaking about since third, I'm sure their models hasn't changed since third, from my understanding. I'm sure Dark Valor gets the least amount of love from GW, from the G Dubs. Really, I'm surprised, honestly. This wasn't a 2-hour cruise. This could be Tetris. Let's see what y'all up to. Okay, just chilling, hanging, obviously. So-called loyalists. Well, I guess there could be some. Thank you. Here's some more of a complete looking one. I say. So, well, I guess I got to paint his that thing and also his nostrils, and then I think after that it's relatively done. Trying to figure out what kind of Terminators to freaking play. I kind of like the world. What is it? What are they called? Freaking those massive melee guys. They're freaking beasts. Hammer smash face. What are those berserker guys that you guys got world leaders? Have Francois sometimes coming in here all their. Oh, really? Tonic. Oh, yeah, 8 bound, but the exalted 8 bound specifically. Good lord. I fear those guys, man. They wreck shit. They wreck kind of hard. I don't know if they're still good or not though. All I know is that boy, when you get into combat with them, it's kind of mean. Oh, here's another cool Terminator. See all those. This dude never got promoted to sergeant, but definitely has a lot of oath, especially on his hammer too. So I decided to go a little crazy. I guess I should have made him a leader. Had to put the special crotch plate, like the leader has that little special crotch plate right there. Maybe I should put one on him too, signify he's a leader because of all the freaking purity seals he has. Man, take it easy, Sam. So I need to paint this guy. I think this guy, I'm gonna say purity seals for the thunder hammer. It doesn't quite flow as well as blood for the blood god. Oh, he only has like 1.5, man. Tiki, it's almost blasphemy, heresy right there. All right, man, take it easy. Producer she used to add one of her to all the stats. I'll probably so he probably die. I played a game recently, and my God, I won the match, but dice rolls were still relatively bad. It was a lot. It wasn't as bad as that one match. I'll forever compare my dice roll to that one match that I had, where 90% of my dice rolls, with re-rolls by the way, were ones and twos. And I think I know what caused it. Like one of my one of the people playing my first round, asked to roll my dice, and I was like, hey, instead of having to count, I was like, no, you roll your own, roll your own dice. I'm not superstitious, but for crying out loud, the number of dice I bought and the number of ones I roll is just remarkable. I'm not superstitious, but with dice, I think I am. So this time around, I decided to, you know what? My dice are punishing me for saying no to him. I played him today, and the second he asked to roll my dice, I'm like, yes, please, here. I handed it to him. Like, I literally tossed them at him. Well, not really, but I handed it to him. I was like, yes, please do. Just because, my God, that 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 second game was just bad. So ever since then, though, my dice has been rolling below average, which is good. It's not good normally, but below average is a lot better than well below average, or slightly below average is where I want to get at. So when I do roll my dice, I do tend to look at my rolls and see about where it lands. And when I say average, I don't mean them causing wounds or hits. It's more along the lines of whether I'm rolling 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, regardless of whether they wound or not. Okay, I think that's it for him. My last Last time I played, I rolled almost talent 1 and 2. It's my second match. Stop counting when I reach for this. Jesus. How many dice have you bought though? Like, is it the dice? Like for me, I have probably about 20 sets of like D6s, like like the little tiny dice, and like the 16 millimeter dice and the 12 millimeter dice. I have like 20 sets of those dice, just because it's like it's got to be the dice, right? Nope. So at that point, I was like, oh, well, I know it's me now, so I'm not buying any more dice. I might buy the Tau dice, and that's it. Whenever Tau dice come out, if they ever release Tau dice again, should I say? And just go with it. It's like, you know what? I'm not buying any more dice. I can't keep doing that, and that's why whenever I see someone say, just roll better, I was like, yes, please, give me a master class in rolling better. I'll take it. I'll pay for it because my die rolls aren't great. It's not the dice, it's me. Russell Blood, bad luck. It's a natural. I was thinking about creating my own die tower, and the reason why being is because I don't like to hear the dice roll in the die tower. It's kind of loud. So what I'm gonna do is create in such a way where it's two pieces first, then I'll wrap the middle pieces with like a what do you call it, like some type of cloth that makes it kind of reduces the noise. I was thinking about doing that, and that way I take the die rolling completely out of my hands. They just put them in that box and let them go, and I have a feeling it will still roll like shit, complete and utter garbage. But it'll be worth a shot. That's the one thing I haven't tried yet. I tried a die cup. It was okay. I haven't tried a lot of it, but um, I guess I could still continue. I think it still rolled pretty bad though. I guess I could keep trying that a little bit more to get more statistical averages on it, just to see if it's actually rolling a little bit better than my rolls. But I've yet to roll on a die tower, so the only issue is, you know, you have to kind of play kind of quick and over here, especially during the tournaments, and the die tower is going to take a minute. So that's why I don't want to really use it, because I kind of want to have the one that is where you sit on top of. I have a real rolling mat, and I sit on top of it, and and I just throw the dice in there. The way I was going to develop it is like it covers the entire rolling map. You throw the dice in there, and then you lift it out to see what you roll. I think that will take a long time, especially with a lot of dice, because the typical die tower, they have an exit chute, but the problem is that if you roll a lot of dice, I think it'll clump up a little bit too much in the at the entrance. So my idea was to have it just basically like like a big square like that, and all the dice can go anywhere in that square, as opposed to it coming out a chute. So it's just gonna kind of randomly hit a couple things inside and fall either left, right, or center. That's the idea. I've seen playing Surface really make a difference the way dice roll sometimes. Yeah. Also, I even ask AIs like, what truly gives a random die roll, like rounded dice or square dice? According to Google, square dice give you more of a truly random roll, but I don't know. I guess. last inner hammer guy, and then I'll paint the mask. And that's also a reason why I play was it a Ceramite Sentinels as my detachment, because it allows any character, any model that's at least their units touching terrain to reroll ones to hit and ones to wound. So I have a natural built-in rerolls, and even with that, I still roll like crap. It's genuinely remarkable how my rolls are terrible. But it sounds like you're in the same boat too. Welcome to the club. So when I say 90% ones and twos, that's including full rerolls to hit, and I didn't have any rerolls to wins at that time because I was playing Anvil Siege, I believe, at that time. It seems like I was talking to some of my people who play over there, and it looks like they're gonna get back into MCP. So I might have to take a look at that and paint some models up. At least my main character, the main character I want to play with. I really haven't played since that tournament. The poor Diajako. Dude, I felt that exact same way when I was rolling 90 that second round, dude. It is. I rarely ever get upset, but good lord, I did kind of get upset at that point. I'm like, wow, like seriously, wow. I literally do not get upset for very many things because it's just no point. It's not going to help. But good lord, I felt kind of bad for my opponent because I mean I didn't really do any kind of outburst or anything like that, but it's just a sheer fact that I don't want to make the game terrible for the guy. Me bitching and complaining about my dice rolls, not great. When was that? How long ago was that, by the way? Chaos. It was Thanksgiving event. Years later, I still rolled like this. Shoot, started. What was your army? Whoa! You haven't played since 15 years ago? God. I was gonna say, Maybe you should give it another shot. Yeah, I thought it was like last year or something like that. Just try to give it another shot, man. I mean, you're saying all your models are really old, at least by now. Yeah, worked a lot of hours, lost decades old jobs, was homeless for a few months. Worked there. Why sometimes doesn't leave time for downtime? Oh, Jesus Christ. That really sucks. I hope all things are better. Completely understand. Do you have any of your models left over, or are all is that gone? Glad to hear at least, you're doing alright. I know the last uh, almost 20 years, 21 years, been kind of rough. I know the housing market crashed back in like 2006, and then 2020, and I know the market took a long while for it to recover. So what I have is Firstborn Marines. I have a bit of everything. Yeah, I still have some of my Firstborn. I need to assemble them. What I intend to do with my Firstborn Marines is I intend to convert them to my Tau. I don't know, do you ever read the books of Tau, or any of the books, should I say? I don't know if you do or do not. If you do, I wouldn't mind spoiling one thing for you. I'll go ahead and say, so spoiler, somewhat, and for those who read Tau books, which is probably no one. Um, so it's an Ultramarine book. I think it's like the Damocles book, and apparently Tau replicated Marines. So Tau had their own Marines basically, so they could practice against them. But there was just something missing. It was the gene seed. But anyways, I can field a few squads of every faction with Mechanicus, Tau, and squats. uh, but whenever the Ultramarines ran into these clone Marines, basically, they said they're weak, they're inferior copies. So I'm not sure. I mean, clearly they were kind of confused by these guys, but yeah. So the clones are pretty good, but again, there was something lacking. I think it was the gene seed. And end up killing these Marines like they're very simple. It's like bad copies of the Emperor's work, as they say. But that's what I want to do with my Firstborn Marines, is turn them into Tau, basically. I haven't read the book, but I know this lore. Ultramarines were quite upset. Yeah, so that's what I want to do, is convert my Firstborn Marines into Tau. I think it'd be awesome. I was like, what do you like? I could imagine the person playing against is like, what are you doing playing with Space Marines? Or what are they supposed to be? They're substitutes. Like, they're my Tau Marines. What are you talking about? This is lore accurate. Uh, next point needed clearing as well. So the crisis suits and stuff. I really can't wait to start playing Tau again, honestly, because I want to play the Storm Surge. I think the Storm Surge might have gotten a boost a bit. Although I wish I had like a way for pairing him though. It'd be nice for Tau the freaking repair to do. Come on. Come on, Tau. How the hell? You don't know how to build it, but don't have a freaking Mechanicus guy out there to repair these things? Whenever they whenever they break down in the middle of combat, you can't do nothing about it. the Fire Warriors can't because they're not. That's not what their job is. I think I remember reading a book where Farsight actually repaired his own suit at one point, and it was like, "Why did you do?" There was like, "Why did you do that?" It's like, "Well, if I didn't do that, I would have been dead." And then essentially they were saying it's better for you to die than to repair your own freaking suit. Like, what? Are you serious? The Devilfish platform is the best looking thing out there, other than Elder Falcons. uh, the Falcons are the wing, like the wings on the outside, but does it connect in the middle, right? I don't remember. I think they look pretty cool. I think there was a channel called the Tank Guy or something like that, where he judges the tanks of the different factions. It's kind of funny. I said the tower didn't make much sense because it hovered so low and the engines are so low that dirt and stuff can get inside of it, clog it up, and mess it up because of how low to the ground it is. How low to the ground the engines are. But it's pretty interesting to see it from different people's perspectives. So I'm gonna start playing Calgar a bit more than Gilliman. Gilliman's just way too expensive, and I'm a little too afraid to put him out to the front. Calgar, on the other hand, I've been throwing. Ninth edition, I've been throwing him to the front lines, and somehow he survives. Last man standing, but he doesn't have feel. He doesn't have the feel no pain anymore, which really really sucks. Put the Imperial tanks too. Love me some tracked armor. Oh yeah, dude. I kind of wanted to go like if I was going to go Imperial Guard, I was going to go Armor Division. But then I learned about um, the Mordian Guards, I believe is what they're called. At least from what Bricky said, they're more concerned about the look of their armor than actual fighting. It's like, yes, that sounds like my army right there. Blah. But can't afford to get another army. Although I will be able to afford one once a Chaos army that I want comes out. I'm hoping it'll be Word Bearers. Because I know they get along with Ultramarines very well. I didn't know this until recently, but evidently becoming Primaris made Calgar grow his limbs. What do you mean grow his limbs? Well, actually, speaking yeah, they actually do grow. I think they gain an extra foot or two. This is not the official head of Calgar. He, once again, not wearing a mask with this one. So I had to grab a Terminator helmet with a bionic eye, even though it's on the wrong side. But close enough. I have owned the three different versions of him. Amazingly, I didn't realize there's two other versions they had of him. One, which is what I want to have, is the one where he's sitting on the throne, the golden porcelain throne. He was Black Knighted by the Swarmlord during the Tanded Invasion. Okay, yeah, he was. Or what limbs did it rip out both of his arms? Was it? She's no more. Oh wow! I didn't think it was the whole thing. I thought it was just like his arms. Well, modern technology, modern medicine. Either that is bionic. So, which I think is the case. I know he had his. I think I didn't think it was both or all four. Honestly, definitely gotta look that up again. Jesus. I, Well, I gotta show you this picture now. Now that you say that. So basically, so Gilliman, right? He's a monster, so he can't go through buildings and stuff. And they kind of had to make an exception to him in 10th edition. They call it where he could just go through walls, basically. So, have you ever read Spears of the Emperor? I think so. I have the audiobook more than say the book itself. So, so, let's see, what was it at? Here it is. So basically, they gave Gilliman the mobile keyword, a keyword called mobile, and what that does is allows him to go through walls, like infantry. So this is what I thought of whenever they said that to Gilliman. So when they said Gilliman got the mobile keyword, this is what I thought of. Because when I think of mobility or mobile, I think of I think of those things for older people. They're on the little mobility scooters. So that's kind of nuts. Yeah, at least I'm glad he's able to go through walls again. But yeah, just the mobility just kind of freaking made it hilarious to me. I wonder what else they could have got. At least they could have called it though instead of mobility. Almost. Good lord. Seraph became Mini's worst road critter lightning class Terminator. Do you have any of those road critter models? I do wonder if they're worth anything. Like, I would have thought some of them were probably worth something. But anyway, good lord. I also don't have work tomorrow, so I can just focus on this a little bit longer. Break my sleeping cycle there. Scroll 30. What's the second edition Military Terminator 2? This was the pewter version as opposed to the lead version, right? Same number, same third edition Metal Terminators. It's painted. Almost done. Figure white metal versus lead mixed up. I never seen white metal. Pewter for sure, but not white. Oh, I missed the way my hands would smell after working on those pewter minis. What in the world? Why would your... I think I worked with pewter models. I still have some. As a matter of fact, I have that pewter Calgar that's super heavy. I don't remember it smelling like anything. What did it make your hands smell like? Remember if I ever had a smell like that. All I know from the pewter models is that they're more difficult to snip out, and so it's a lot of blood for the blood god for me, because there's a whole bunch of extra pewter, and sometimes you need a knife to trim it, or a hobby knife. I mean, blood for the blood god, still for making models, building them and stuff. But I don't. I don't remember pewter having a smell to my hands. So I remember they would sell marines, specialized marines, so like last cannons and stuff, and they would be in pewter packs, blister packs for two models. You get like oh yeah, yeah. Um, there was what do you call it? So you get like a last cannon and then a what do you call it? Like a missile launcher guy. It's like, well, I want two last cannons instead of freaking one last cannon, one missile launcher guy in a freaking blister pack. Was not worth. They were like $15, I think, at the time, maybe for two. But they were the heavy metal. That's why they were so expensive because heavy metal. When I was around with someone else. Yeah, that's what that's right there. Snipping something and sliced through right there. It's like, well, blood for the blood guy's gonna be forever, just because of for crying out loud. That's made a nice little point that makes typing on my phone easy. Oh, I didn't know the crap out of me. It made it uneven. Oh my god. Staying closer, almost done, and I moved to a new model. I'm almost done. Get back, Terminator Center Bear when the third version of my service came out with edition. Why'd you have to kit bash it for? Was it to do your specific chapter? Or just why not? Okay. Getting close to being done. Oops, actually. Alright. Don't even Terminator Command Squads unless you play Dark Angels. And even then, the Deathwing Company Night Kit didn't come along until 6th edition. I do remember having the company command for 5th edition for just regular Marines. I don't know what happened to all my models. I must have sold it or something on eBay. Wish I kept them though. But I do have to call it. So I try to stream, I don't know if it's going to change or not, but I try to stream Monday to Friday, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and try to stream for at least an hour. Peyton, obviously, my Termies at the moment, Ultramarines, and then there's my Tau, along with an Infinity model and another Space Marine Gravis Captain. Amazingly, only has a 2-up armor save, 3-up armor save. So anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up to some, but thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid. Take it easy, Kiosk. Kiosk.